hold on to the battlefield.
Welcome to Game 2 of the series. This game is again going to be Cheese vs. Momo4sho. Momo4sho playing this game as Oster lost 500 victory point access victory last game. Very aggressive containment by Cheese, set up with the armor-piercing rounds, MG42. Apparently Momo just couldn't break through. Got cut off and lost all map control, and that was the game. This game, the factions are reversed. Still Americans versus Oster, and Cheese is going to go mechanized, which is a pretty bold move. Against Oster, especially after a double rear echelon opening, makes it even stranger. And here comes his WC-51 on its way towards the front line. And it's going to move to engage against these Grenadiers. There are no Panzerfaust on the field just yet, while Momo waits to get up to 25 munitions, ticking in slowly. WC-51 goes straight for the Grenadiers here by the house, which will secure the building initially. But they take quite a bit of damage trying to get inside. Rear echelon troops move on from the munitions point into very close range using the WC-51 as cover. Look at that! Somebody finally used vehicle cover. Bonus points to Cheese for that. Huge bonus points. Only for just a very brief moment though, until the Grenadiers repositioned out of the house. WC-51 moving up into close range here. Those Grenadiers will have to retreat. Riflemen move into a green cover position to try and hold off these Grens, and Cheese knows his opponent probably can Faust at this point. WC-51 pulling up here to the north victory point for repairs, while this squad of rear echelon troops continues its advance across the south. Second squad of riflemen on the field now. WC-51 will get repaired while these riflemen push away Pios from the cutoff, and it looks like Momo will fail to take control of territory anywhere. His only squad of Grens on the field in this church. Oh, second squad right here going up towards the cutoff. May be able to win against these riflemen. 3 Grenadier MG42 opening for Momo. But clearly he is struggling to maintain control of any territory anywhere.
We are losing a sector.
This WC-51 does take a Panzerfaust and will be forced away right here. Pulling back to safety. Rear echelon troops taking control of this munitions point, and riflemen are moving to take control of this strategic point in the south. Grenadiers making their way down the central road towards the cutoff, I think. Going for an aggressive cutoff maneuver with a wounded Grenadier squad when he can't even hold on to his own territory seems like a bold move. Guess we'll see if that pays off. Rifle squad up here is a little bit stranded though. You shouldn't wait too long to retreat that. His retreat path is pretty safe, but a squad of Grenadiers right here could be a problem. Riflemen going for an aggressive cutoff maneuver of their own, but Pios will secure the building and probably force those riflemen to reposition or retreat. That got wiped? That got wiped, didn't it? I knew that was going to get wiped. That's what he gets for waiting too long. Grenadiers in their retreat path on this red cover road, and those rifles go down. Pio is working on this squad of riflemen right here as well. Losing a rifle squad early as mechanized is very bad. That's going to be hard to recover from, I think. He is cut off here as well, slowing down US income significantly. Rear echelons jumping into a WC-51 to chase that Grenadier squad away are not going to be any particularly significant threat. Riflemen here not going to reposition away from these Pios. At this range and yellow cover, they might be kind of okay. Panzerfaust connects with the WC-51 again, but there's no follow-up, which means it's probably just wasted munitions. And it's going to get repaired quite quickly back here with rear echelon troop support. Pios leave the building to run into close range against those riflemen, even though they're already wounded. Seems like a dangerous thing to do. Grenadiers jump into the house to try and assist. They're going to focus fire on these rear echelon troops with machine gun support from the church. Meanwhile, in the north, this squad of Grens has captured pretty much everything, except for the strategic point. Riflemen moving towards the cutoff. Grenadiers trying to harass them and force them to retreat and prevent this point from being taken. WC-51 engaging against the machine gun at point-blank range. It is going down so quick, but Momo interrupts his burst to do something. Or no, I guess they're just reloading. I thought he equipped armor-piercing rounds, but they just had to reload naturally, and WC-51 will get away for repairs once again. And there's an M20 on the field now. Here in the north, riflemen finally retreat away from this engagement, but they have successfully decapped the cutoff. These grenadiers will also be forced to retreat by an advancing squad of riflemen from the base, and M20 plus WC-51 may prove quite difficult for Momo to deal with. He has built tier 2, has a bit of manpower float, and might consider either AT gun or scout car, either way. He doesn't quite have the munitions right now to upgrade a scout car with an autocannon, though. He really needs to get this cutoff back. Clearly he is struggling in that endeavor. Grenadiers fall pretty low right there. WC-51 moving to apply pressure to this point. Mortar on the field. So mortar to try and put pressure on buildings, try and punish his opponent for camping this house. Does take back control of this sector, gives him a little bit of precious munitions and fuel coming in to try and get out his scout car or try and get out an AT gun.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
M20 working on the fuel point. These points being captured by riflemen and rear echelon troops. Couple squads in the base getting repaired, reinforced, and a 50 cal is on the field. Once this 50 cal gets to the front line, Momo may really struggle to break his containment, although at the very least he hasn't lost his own machine gun, does have access to that to help him, and he does have a scout car cooking. Once that hits the field, and once he upgrades it with an autocannon, he may be able to punish his opponent for the WC-51 and M20 double light vehicle opening here from Cheese. Since Cheese doesn't really have much of a counter to a scout car except for his bazooka and his vehicle crew. That WC-51 might go down, taking heavy damage from machine gun fire. Autocannon upgrade is about to complete, and there it goes. No refitting that WC-51. 50 cal trying to chase down that 222, deals pretty good damage to it. I don't think he should chase. I really don't think he should chase this. If that vehicle crew gets out, they could take him down with a bazooka. I think Momo knows that, so he's just going to try and kite from range. The 50 cal taking shots at these piles does not quite manage to suppress them, and Grenadiers are making their way south towards the cutoff. He really needs to slow down the victory point bleed if at all possible. Mortar bombarding the church will force the 50 cal out. Oh no, don't die! Run, little scout car! Oh, bazooka shot missed. So close. He really wants to kill that M20. The M20 really wants to kill that 222. They are both operating on a sliver of health. Mortar firing at that building does quite a bit of damage to those riflemen before being forced off the field itself. It's up to 1 kill. It hasn't done that much. And Momo really needs to repair his 222. He's got Vet 2 Pios with which to do so. Apparently, wow, Vet 2 on Pios with no flamethrowers. Pretty impressive, actually. Grenadiers moving to push away those riflemen. There they go. The 50 cal can't stay in that building forever under mortar fire. Grenadiers will fail to take the cutoff with the lieutenant and rear echelon troops moving to counter, and there they go, push back to the base. MG42 takes up a position in this house with very little health. Grenadiers take control of the north fuel. So Momo has killed one WC-51. That's the only thing this entire game that's been wiped. Oh, and a rifle squad. A rifle squad and a WC-51 wiped. And those losses are going to start stacking up for Cheese, but he has taken enough map control to make that not that big of a deal. But he's going to have to stop losing stuff. Just sustained engine damage on this M20. 222 is fully repaired and will move to destroy that. I don't know if the bazooka crew is going to be able to push that thing away in time. Doesn't look like it. There it goes. Scout car destroyed. He will preserve the crew, but that 222 will get away completely clean, and both light vehicles have been taken out by Momo at this point, which is great, but he needs to get victory points back. The south is probably the most low-hanging fruit he could recover at this point. The north clearly has a lot of defense right now. 250 cals. 250 cals from Cheese. Going very hard lieutenant tier. What's that major doing? I'm not sure he's gonna get home alive. I feel like that was an intentional suicide by Cheese. He just walked that major right into the base. Why would he do that? Is he too much pop cap drain or something? I don't get it. I guess he just doesn't want to have his major. He just wanted to unlock the tech tier and then suicide him immediately. Okay, I guess. I've never seen anybody do that, and I have no idea what the purpose of that was, but sure. Machine gun has to retreat from this engagement. Retreat! What are you waiting for, Momo? Oh my god, what was that?
We have lost an
What are both of these players doing? I don't understand.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, just gave a free machine gun to his opponent. Sherman is in production, by the way, and Momo is going to really struggle to counter that with no map control. He has one AT gun, no teller mine down or anything. And Cheese is floating munitions like crazy. He's going to be able to drop at least 2 artillery barrages when he hits 8 CBs.
The capture point is under attack. Sergeant, where's that coming from? Bust out the metal, boys.
Grenadiers taking control of the strategic point here in the south. Grenadiers there will be forced to retreat. This AT gun is vulnerable, I guess. Is the game over? I think Momo surrendered. He still had 250 victory points left with which to try and make some sort of miracle comeback, and notably he did have mechanized assault and close air support available to him, never locked in a commander, but I guess he's just gonna surrender. So GG, and Cheese takes the series and has defeated his first challenger.